I'm live? The wrong way. Yeah. Done? Hey! Hi guys! Welcome tonight. We're so glad you guys came, and so glad y'all are watching live or recorded later. We are just so excited to be here tonight and do this boot training for y'all. It's just studying it has helped me get my act together. So I hope it does the same thing for y'all. First of all, you who are watching live, please turn off your webcam and your microphones. Then we won't have any interference, feedback, whatever. And anyone here, if you don't have the Wi-Fi on, that'd be great, because when we throw video, we don't want to have any interference too. So, I'm Jody Anderson, the Senior Ruby of Truly Blessed team page. Plexus came into my life last year, or 2013. September I started it, and like many of you, I was amazed by the energy. I fortunately saw weight loss right away, so was very encouraged then. I signed up as an ambassador on September 23rd and have not turned back since. Have loved this journey crazy. On this journey, I had 3 ladies start with me, and 2 of them are here, Michelle and Jackie, and Anita is in Oklahoma. Hey, Anita. Next time you're on. Yes. Road trip. So these 3 girls got our team to silver and have been pressing on since then. Our team has grown crazy. On my phone, the time hop or whatever it is showed last year that this time we had 75 team members, and now we have over 400. So that kind of, I didn't realize that. I kind of got chills when I saw that the other day, how fast it's grown. So, little introductions, Michelle?
I'm Michelle White. A little bit about me. I saw Jody at the soccer field, and she asked if I wanted a Plexus sample, and of course I said yes, and after the sample I was hooked. So in October of 2013 I became a Plexus ambassador just to get the products at wholesale cost, because I was going to try it, and I thought maybe my husband would, and as my supply disappeared, he was trying it. And so what I didn't anticipate from Plexus, I had started it for weight loss as well. I was very encouraged with the energy. Diet Coke and chocolate were no longer my extra food groups that I needed. And so it has just been a blessing to our family. I'm able to be present at home more, and once I started to pursue the business side more, I was able to quit my retail part-time job, and I'm able to stay at home and do this from home. And I turned gold in May of last year.
Awesome.
Well, I've known Jody for, just wait.
Bear with us for a moment. We're getting the video set up, okay?
Okay. I've known Jody for quite a few years and started seeing her posting about Plexus and was just really interested in what this was all about. I had gone through the change of life early and was just exhausted all the time, and just I have a in-home daycare right here in this room, as you can see the lovely decorations, and with 12 kids all day. I mean, I have wonderful help, but by the end of every day was just completely exhausted and starting to wonder if maybe I needed to retire in a year or two, and really didn't want to do that. And after, I've also always been a sugar-holic and a chocolate-holic and Diet Coke-aholic, just like Michelle. And after just being on Slim for several days, started to notice a big difference in that and in my energy level. And just like Michelle, was just completely hooked, and just love the products, and just started to build my team. I really didn't intend to do anything with that at the beginning, and then just love wanted to share them with other people. My team started to build, and now a little bit over a year in, I'm close to 100 members on my team, so I'm excited about that. Can't wait to see who the next few are. So, oh, oops, Eileen's. Sorry. Hi, Eileen.
We're ready for the...
Yes. Well, yeah.
They are with us. We're, first time doing Google Hangouts and and all. So, oh, and if anybody is online tonight, text me to tell you're there because we have some door prize or some
Meeting prize.
meeting prizes.
Door prizes.
Door prizes, whatever. So we want to get you guys in the drawing. So there we go. Good stuff. So tonight we kind of want to talk about, first starting out, what are some of your goals? And any of you here, do you have some goals that you want out of tonight's training, do you think?
Learning to build my business faster.
Okay. Learning to build your business faster? Awesome. Okay. Anybody else have any goals that they're hoping to find out information or help tonight from us, or even on our team page later or something?
How to deal with objections.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. How to deal with objections. Okay.
How to motivate my existing team.
Ooh, that's a really good one. Motivating existing team. Love that. Yes.
A lot of people want to know
We
about
will
the
do
product.
that. Know about the products? Okay. Good deal. Well, as you see from the slide, one thing, what did you do today to bring you one step closer to the goal? And I really try to think about that, try to bring that to my attention every day, whether it's goals with my family or goals with my business. And you all just being here tonight is bringing you one step closer. So we will get that done. Goals in writing are dreams with deadlines, which I think is so important. Sometimes you say, I wish I could do this or this, but when you make it a goal, you want to do that. It's different than just saying, oh, I wish this could happen. You can make it happen if you write it down and have a deadline. So I think that's very important. How do we go into the next slide? I'm sorry. Thank you.
Here's a little bit about the company history. I think it's pretty amazing. Plexus started in 2005 as a breast health company. In 2009, it launched the Slim and the business side of Plexus. It decided multi-level marketing, and that was the way they were going to distribute Plexus products. In 2011, they added the accelerator and to increase the success rate for the weight loss side of it. In 2012, they launched the Plexus Fast Relief products. In 2013, they introduced the X Factor at convention. The Breast Factor cream, or breast cream, was repackaged to the body cream. And in 2014, they launched the Boost Block and the X Factor chewable, which is pretty amazing. You look from when they started in 2005 until 2014, they are consistently adding product and doing things that are giving ambassadors something that they are able to take to our customers, who are truly promoting the health and well-being of our customers. And I think that is absolutely amazing. Here are also some facts about the company. Plexus Worldwide is debt-free. I have never worked for corporate America that has been able to say that they are debt-free. And to me, this is an amazing piece of Plexus, because they're able to use their money then to develop products that work, not take shortcuts, and also give it back to the ambassadors. That's what our compensation plan is. Plexus is very generous and gives it back to the ambassadors. Plexus has had its first $2 million day in October of 2013. I mean, wow, $2 million in a day in 2013.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, it's amazing. It's like mind-blowing. And then by the end of 2013, they were over $160 million in sales. That is a lot of Plexus, and a lot of people getting healthy, which is really exciting. in Inc. 500, we're the #8 fastest growing private company, which is exciting, and I think we need to shout from the rooftops because it's something that means we're not going away and we are being recognized that, you know, Plexus is a company that's real, it's here to stay, it's not just a flash in the pan. In 2015, we are projected to be a $1 billion company, and that's only after 6 years of being in the business. And as you can see on the slide, you know, some other multi-level marketing companies, Avon, it took 86 years, and Mary Kay, 33 years. And so at the rate that Plexus is going, we've got that something to be very proud of. And again, it's just crazy growth. Growth has quadrupled in 2013, and in the past 3 years, this is what, when I first saw this slide, I'm like, is that a typo? What is that? But the growth in the past 3 years is over 16,400%. And to me, what's really exciting about that is that that means Plexus has products that work. People are buying them, people are seeing results, and they're sticking with it. If people weren't happy with the products that Plexus had, we wouldn't be growing like this. You know, people would try and stop, and you wouldn't see this growth. So I think that's exciting. And, you know, when you hear testimonies, you know, I get goosebumps from some, you know, the people that have, you know, have autoimmune disease, or we just had a post that one of our ambassadors shared. Their customer who has rheumatoid arthritis, she was able to, you know, use her hands like she's never been able to use them. So it's stories like that that truly show that Plexus can, you know, make a difference and hopefully change people's health. That's what we're in the business for, and so I think that is what has made our growth crazy, and I'm anxious to see what this year and beyond has to offer.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. 16,000% growth. That's crazy. I just can't even can't fathom that. Why network marketing? This is a really good question. I personally had done direct sales in the past and had a great time doing it, was successful with it, but when I was done, and was never wanting to do that again. And never even thought I was going to do that again. I've had other people, you know, ask me if I wanted to do different things, and I'm like, no, not doing inventory, not doing parties, no, not doing returns, no paperwork, none of that. When I signed up with Plexus, I didn't even realize that it was an MLM. I just thought maybe if I could sell, you know, a little bit a month so that I could take my family out for dinner once a month, I'd be good. But wow. What a change that has come to. Seriously, the freedom that has come with our Plexus business has been incredible, and it's just being consistent. We have the right products. We have health products. People want to get healthy. Our products are all natural, and just like the whole company, Plexus Worldwide, is just all about health. And I put my faith in that they are going to put out good products because they want health for people. As it started as in the beginning as just a health company, it will always be a health company. It is the right time. We're on the ground floor of Plexus. As you can see, the growth is just going to get more and more, and we're in the right place. Facts about network marketing. It is amazing that network marketing is a $167 billion industry. It boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind. I was doing a one-on-one training the other day, and there was somebody at the restaurant doing some other MLM, so it was kind of funny. I was like, ours is better. Didn't say that. I was nice, but it was true. It was like, okay, see, people want something else. That people are searching. Someone starts a home-based business every 10 seconds. That's pretty incredible, and that gives you hope too, as you build your team. Over 75 million home-based businesses. This will triple in the next decade. That is really encouraging. people are getting tired of corporate America. I know my husband works long hours and keeps it away from family, and people are sick and tired of it. And you can work for 20 years and then get laid off just because they decided to lay you off. There's no promise anymore. In the good old days, there was a promise. You got your pension, you got everything, but not anymore. And people are getting tired of it and wanting something for themselves. So, like I said, this is the right place and right time. Average work from home person's income is about $59,000 per year. That's a good income working from home. And I'm sure, average people work 4 or 5 hours a day, right? We who are in Plexus know that it doesn't take as much with Plexus to make $59,000 a year. A month, that'd be good. Not yet. We're getting there. For some people are making, I'm sure, close to that. I don't know, but there's so much growth, and the average Plexus person, who works it, will make much more than $59,000 a year. 20% of the home-based entrepreneurs reported earning is $100,000 to $500,000. So it works, people. And it really is just sharing with our friends and family about their health products. Again, why network marketing? And I cannot read this because my glasses. I'm sorry, new glasses, and they are not working tonight. Couple quotes that we have on the slide. You can read it yourself too. But Bill Gates said, "If I stop laughing at me, Jackie." Oh, too much fun. If I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. That's crazy. Bill Gates says that. Bill Gates says that. That is pretty incredible. All these quotes are good. I know, I read them before. I promise they're good. That's right. You also can read the slides. Zig Ziglar, who I love, I met in junior high. I love him. You can have everything in life you want if you just help other people get what they want. And I think that is so true, and that is one reason I am so passionate about our Plexus business. Not only is it helping my family health-wise and financially, but I see my team members, and I'm sorry, I have chills now, their lives changing, doing things they weren't able to do, paying off car payments, just being able to live and have hope and maybe not living so paycheck to paycheck as they work their business and share the amazing health products. So yeah, I get a little choked up when I think about the changes that Plexus has made in my friends' lives. Dave Ramsey, love Dave Ramsey. He says, when you are passionate and willing to do the work, it can be a great vehicle to help you become financially free. And so when you love a product and you're willing to share it, you are passionate about it. And I know I drive people nuts talking about it all the time, but I drive people nuts about a lot of things. So it is for their benefit, so they'll just have to get used to it. Plexus is really almost risk-free starting your own business. $34.95. I mean, that's pretty risk-free. And if you do what our upline says, your upline, our upline, it works. So you'll get that $34.95 back, no problem. I love that there's no inventory. There's no running around town trying to pick up products for people. There's no paperwork. It's all done on our website. It's just amazing, because otherwise I couldn't do it with 9 kids. So I don't have time for paperwork and everything like that. So that is a little bit about network marketing.
Okay, so we're going to share some FAQ, talk about some FAQ about Plexus. Is Plexus just about weight loss? I think that some people definitely think that. I ran into a lady recently, and I was sharing with her a little bit. As soon as she heard the name Plexus, she said, "Oh, it's that weight loss thing." And I was like, "Well, that's part of it, but it's a lot more than that." And we just got to kind of change people's thinking on that. It helps with blood. Our products help with all different kinds of things. General wellness is what I tell people to start with blood sugar stabilization, healthy weight loss, pain relief, nerve health, detoxification, GI health, and breast health. So that's what I start with people. I say it's just our line is for general wellness, and if you'll share with me the things that you're struggling with health-wise or your goals health-wise, I would love to help you find the right combination for you. So that's how I start when I have a new customer. Is Plexus needed? I mean, if I scroll down my Facebook and see all the different posts that my friends make, you can see that Plexus is needed. So many people are talking about not being able to get enough sleep at night, about having high cholesterol, about having diabetes, about their pain and their autoimmune issues. I mean, if you just sit down and take a look through your feed, you will see that it is definitely needed. If you just overhear conversations at the mall, you will see that it's needed. 17% of our population has high cholesterol. That's 1 in every 6 adults. Diabetes is almost at an epidemic level. 9.3% of our population has diabetes. 100 million people, which is 1 in every 10 adults, are living with chronic pain. 80 million cases of nerve damage or neuropathy. 40% of men and women will be diagnosed with cancer. It's the second most common cause of death. 1.5 million have autoimmune disease. 5 million adults have fibromyalgia, and 1 in every 5 adults has arthritis. I mean, you can tell right there that Plexus is definitely needed. So we're going to start with Plexus Slim, going through the products. Plexus Slim is kind of one of our core products, and again, sometimes I don't like the name. I wish they named it something else because it kind of gives people the idea it is just for weight loss, and that is absolutely not true. I really kind of think everybody should be on Slim. It was developed for type 2 diabetics. And then they found that it had other, side benefits that many people had. So it can promote weight loss for people. Definitely helps with blood sugar. Gives sustained energy for most people. Can control food cravings and help with appetite reduction. Gives improved sleep to many people. I remember for me, I was just surprised when I started bouncing out of bed, after a night of sleep. I was like, wow, something has changed. It can help with mood and anxiety levels, with pain relief, and with mental clarity. It's an awesome product. Accelerator and Boost were made to be companions to Slim. They are not to be taken together. So a lot of people say, which one should I take as a companion? And it really just depends on the person. What I usually tell them is to just try one, and then if you don't like it, just try the other one. But Accelerator has lots of good ingredients like 5-HTP, green tea extract, hygienamine, yerba mate, and hawthorn. It boosts your metabolism, provides energy, suppresses appetite, and accelerates healthy weight loss. And it does work synergistically with the Slim. The Boost is a thermogenic, and it contains Caralluma fimbriata for appetite suppression, enhanced endurance, and increased energy. Misty's clapping because I got that right, I think. Also contains yerba mate and hygienamine, niacin, vitamin B6, and chromium. So those are both good options. You just have to see which one is best for you. Sometimes I actually switch back and forth, like a month on one, a month on the other. Block is our newest product. It helps support healthy blood glucose levels, helps to block the starch and sugar digestion and absorption, inhibits the enzymes that convert starches to glucose, slows conversion of glucose to fat, and the main ingredients are a brown seaweed blend and white kidney bean extract. It's an awesome product. ProBio 5 and BioCleanse are awesome products, and when you hear us talk about the triplex, that is the Slim, the ProBio 5, and the BioCleanse. That's really what I try to start all my new customers out on, is those three. The ProBio 5 promotes proper probiotic balance in your intestinal tract, helps increase your nutrient absorption. It's specifically designed to control Candida yeast overgrowth, and it contains extra enzymes in 5 different friendly bacteria. I'm not going to try to read all those names, but I've had a lot of people, say, "Oh, I'm on a probiotic, and this probiotic is superior." I personally think to any other probiotic. It is amazing. And the BioCleanse oxygenates your entire body. I think the name gets people to think it's a cleanse, like a typical cleanse, and it is not. It is a gentle daily cleanse. It energizes you both mentally and physically, detoxifies and cleanses your GI tract and your arteries, neutralizes acidic conditions that can promote pathogens, and can enhance weight loss and support collagen production and relieve constipation, last but not least. So those two together are amazing for your gut health, which really helps with your immune system and with all kinds of issues in the body. And then our X Factor vitamin is a super duper vitamin. I've heard a lot of people say that they've been on different vitamins, and that this is the only one they've stuck with that has really worked for them. Hey, glad you're here. And it has a unique blend of aloe, New Zealand blackcurrant, which the New Zealand blackcurrant has a powerful antioxidant. It has several B vitamins and vitamins D, C, and E. And that aloe blend just really makes your body be able to digest and absorb, makes you be able to digest and absorb the vitamins that are in there, and it works really well. I can say that from personal experience. I've been on it since May, and I have not been sick, and I have 12 small children in my care each day, with all the things that they bring to the table, and I haven't gotten anything in all that time. The Plexus body cream is amazing. The key ingredients in that are activated charcoal and spirulina algae, which kind of gives it that blue color. It draws out impurities and toxins from the skin. It is something that I use religiously. The Fast Relief products are great. They can relieve both acute and chronic pain. They contain lipronol, which comes from the New Zealand green-lipped mussel, and can help with the Fast Relief nerve relief can help with symptoms associated with nerve damage, including pain, numbness, tingling, and pins and needles. I'm not going to read all the stuff that's in there, but the nerve relief can also increase circulation in tiny blood vessels, feeding the nerve fibers. One thing to note is that the Fast Relief capsules and cream, not the nerve health, if you have any allergy to shellfish, you do not want to take that. So you want to make sure and tell your customers if they have any allergy to shellfish to not take that. And there is a notation on the bottle of what it has in it. So just want to remember that. And this next slide is really just for Ambassador Eyes. It is product recommendations. And one thing we want to make sure and say is that and it says at the bottom of this slide, but Plexus does not claim to cure any of these conditions. We are not, we're not going to cure anything, but we're just telling what many people have reported that Plexus has helped them with. But just wanted to give a disclaimer there. And you can't, when you're talking to your customers or posting on Facebook, you don't want to say that it's going to cure them of anything. So this is a great slide. We will share it on our team pages, and it's a great thing to just to keep in your phone. I'm going to plan to keep it in my phone, and if, say, somebody comes to you and says, I'm having brain fog, you can look on there, hey, this, ProBio might help you with that, or it'll just kind of be a good little cheat sheet to kind of help you, especially when you're new. You'll get better at telling people what to take, but at the beginning, this will be a good thing for you to use. So will Plexus work for you? That's what a lot of people are going to ask, when they're wanting to buy. Is it going to work for you? Well, I think the fact that they have a 60-day money-back guarantee says a lot, because most companies by now, if it wasn't working, would have stopped doing the 60-day money-back guarantee, and they still have that on there. So what I tell people is it does work for most people, and hopefully it will work for you. But if it doesn't, then you can get your money back, and it's not a problem. There is no, as long as it's within the 60 days, there is no loopholes. They're not going to ask you a bunch of questions. They're just going to give your money back. It's good to note for ambassadors, you just get a 5-day money-back guarantee on your product. So if you have a customer that wants to sign up as an ambassador, you want to make sure they realize that they're not going to have the same guarantee when they sign up. So I think I'm on to someone else. Oh, sorry, I do have one more slide. Sorry. Does Plexus work? Yes, it does. If you'll look at the pictures right here, those are all team members of ours right there, and there's tons more pictures we could have put on there, but it does. And again, people do tend to think it's just about weight loss looking at these pictures, but weight loss is often just something that it comes with better health. So that's what you see immediately in the pictures. But I love to read when people post testimonies. Love to read what they write, because there's a lot more behind that, behind each of these pictures than just weight. There's, so many other improved health conditions because of it. So, all right, on to you.
Following Jackie, Plexus, I think, has the best products out there, and so it leads us to, is something holding you back from sharing? And I think this quote sums it up. It says, "The greatest prison people live in is the fear of what other people will think." What is holding you back? Sonia Dudley, when I've had the privilege of hearing her speak several times, and one thing that stuck out in my mind that she said that has really resonated with me, and I am working on that as part of my personal development, is that she said we all have tapes in our head. They come from different things. And she said some people have a tape in their head of, oh, I don't want to share because I'm going to seem pushy, or what will people think if I'm doing this? What will they think of me? And those are the kind of recordings that people just by nature have in their mind. But if we can try to change how we think and how we process that, not of, gosh, I don't know what they'll think if I'm sharing, you can think of, wow, I might really help someone if I share it with them. So if we can change the way we think, I think that is one of our biggest hurdles as ambassadors, or at least it's mine, and so that is something that I am working on for my personal development. And then what is your why? I think this is very important too. Write it down, and when you start, your why may be something completely different as you continue on your journey. It definitely was for me. Weight loss is why I started, but then I realized I was gaining freedom from many things. Freedom from migraines was huge. So my why has changed on this journey. And also have a 1 to 2 minute version and a 7 to 8 minute version. A lot of people who've heard me before, they know I can get going off on, getting off Diet Coke and all these different things. But sometimes if you add too much information because we're excited about it, it loses the impact. So try to be brief and to the point. The people who are talking to you want to know specifics. How did it help you? So try to keep it. Do your 1 to 2 minute version, and then have a 7 to 8 minute version, because sometimes it may just be someone who you meet at the grocery store and you hear them talking about that they're tired, so you want to have a 1 to 2 minute version for them. And then practice your why, because when you get around someone new, or you have a situation where you may hear someone at the grocery store, you may think, oh darn, I wish I would have said it differently. But if you already have something prepared, then you'll feel better equipped to do those kind of quick, I guess, spiels about Plexus and what it's done for you. Also, video yourself talking about your why. This was very impactful, I think. A lot of Facebook ambassadors, you will see their videos they put on Facebook, and it really makes a difference. Besides, you can type it and share it that way, but it's more impactful, I think, and it gives more of a personal element when they actually can see you talking about it, see you get excited, see the person behind the words, actually saying it. So that is another thing that I encourage you to do if you haven't done it. Make a video of yourself. Keep it if you're not quite ready to share it yet, but at least you have it, because it does make a big difference to your family and friends on Facebook. They're excited for you as well. Another thing that Jen Hawkins has said that I think goes into your why as well is that she says that facts tell and stories sell, and that's true. There's a lot of facts that we can throw out them. There's a lot of graphics that have facts, but it's really the stories that grab your readers or the people's attention that you talk to. They can connect to it emotionally and personally. And, you know, that's what this is about, sharing something that's near and dear to our hearts and passing that on to our, you know, customers and potential customers. Jody, sorry.
I was taking notes, Michelle. Sorry. That was good. That was good. I was revamping my why.
Oh.
I'm always revamping my why. Okay, so Marketing 101. Let's talk about this for a little bit. Who in this room has their business cards? Yay! Jackie, your hand's not up. Thank you. Business cards are very important. It not only is it easy to share your name and information and what Plexus is about, but it's professional. People see it as you're taking your business seriously. This is not a fly-by-night thing. You're writing your name and number on the back of a Walmart receipt or something, okay? So take it seriously. This is your business, okay? And look professional with it. This is what I'm trying to do now with all my new ambassadors, is make a list of everyone you would like to share Plexus with. We call it our hundreds list, okay? 100 people that you might think might be interested in Plexus, and it may take you a couple days to brainstorm some different people, but the goal is to always keep that list at 100. So if someone becomes a customer, you can put them on your ambassador list, hundreds list, or just keep adding more people. So if you mark somebody off, even if they said no, you know, I put a question mark, but then added 101. Okay, always keep that list going and contact these people. Reach out to them however you think they communicate best. Share your why, and then why you think it could help them. Relate to them and find common ground. I've recently, you know, had to make some new friends, and just building that relationship with those people have given me more. I'm getting to know them a little bit more and finding out what needs they have in their health. And so instead of just going, hey, I sell this, that's not going to help, and that's not going to make a new friend, guaranteed. But as you grow your friendship and your relationship and build that, you will get to know what they need and be able to help them out. Begin sharing immediately. This is so cool. When I started, I had taken Plexus for about 3 weeks, and then when I signed up, Rebecca Day, my upline, said, "Okay, now share on Plexus on Facebook." And I thought, really? What am I supposed to do? And I said, okay, because I didn't know what I was doing anyway, so I might as well listen to her. And I did it, and from that day on, my business started building. So don't be afraid to post on Facebook or any social media that you are comfortable with. It really does. People are wanting it. People want to know what you're doing. These are your friends. They're going to be excited for you when you see health benefits. I love this one. Listen more and talk less. When discussing Plexus for the first time with someone, I've had a friend that was always tired, and a new friend. And I decided, okay, I'm going to go out of my comfort zone. I'm going to bring her a sample the next time I see her. And I did. And she's like, oh, yeah, I've heard of that before. And I said, oh, well, what have you heard? Well, of course, she'd only heard about the weight loss. And, of course, she did not need to lose any weight and kind of wondered why I was giving this to her. And I explained to her it was more about health, and that she was always saying how tired she was early in the evening and thought it might help. Well, she began to talk more and ask more questions. And so then I was able to share without me just puking Plexus on her because I really didn't know what her needs was besides being tired. And so, you know, just listen to people, what they're saying, and how we can help. We'll go into the 3 W's in a couple more slides. Victor Antonio's 3 W's are for Plexus are to think of people with where do they need Plexus? Weight loss, wellness, or wealth. And so those are, you know, categories you can think of your friends and how Plexus can help them. Okay. Do not just send someone to your website. To me, the website is kind of confusing if you don't have any information to go from. If they don't know what a preferred customer is, they're not going to click on it. Okay? If they don't know what Join Plexus is, they're so not going to click on that. I mean, I'll even tell people, you can click on it, but don't worry, you don't have to sign up on the first page. You can just look at the different welcome kits, because that's scary, like you're already committing just because you clicked on Join Plexus. I wouldn't do it, so I don't expect anybody else to. So use the time to coach your customers and team members even before you really send them to your website. And that will also show them how much you care about them as a person, that they're not just a sale. Okay? Share all our products with those who inquire, not just ones they ask about. And I think this is also super important. Plexus Worldwide gives us a video of all of our products, and I love that video because I can email it to somebody or private message it to somebody who's asked about, you know, what is this stuff? Or I want to lose weight. Okay, well, here's this, but here's all our products. I want you to look at all of them, and I want you to think about it, because we're going to come up with a regimen just for you. And 9 times out of 10, people watch it and go, oh, well, so-and-so could use this, or I have a friend, or my mom, or whatever. So share that. Don't just go with the one thing they want, okay? Or they think they want, because they don't know anything else. Order brochures and 3-day trial packs to share with potentials. I think this is very important, and we have a lot of brochures and catalogs in our back office. We also have some people on Etsy that are having some great brochures too, so you can shop around to what looks good to you and what you want to use. We have catalogs, we have brochures, we have the Success from Home magazine, all that, which is great marketing from Plexus itself. Purchase and wear your Plexus t-shirts and hats. Wear them proudly. I was at the grocery store today, and I saw a lady with a, it was this lady's rocking the pink drink. And of course, she was about an aisle away, so I didn't say hi. But I wanted to. I had a full cart, too, so that would have been weird. She probably would have, like, you have too much pink drink. But it is kind of fun, too, to run into other ambassadors that when you have that on, I think it's encouraging. And it always becomes a conversation starter. And what's that pink drink, and why would you be rocking it? I mean, you know. So go ahead and wear them. I know I wore one the other day because I knew I was getting glasses and I was going to take a selfie, so I wore my Plexus hat. Sorry, on purpose. It's all marketing. Again, post right away and do so consistently, 1 to 3 times a day. For the last over 15 months, I have posted every day. And I still have people saying, okay, you haven't dropped out. You're still loving this stuff. You're still saying this is good. What do you got for me? And they want consistency. And that's so important. If you haven't been consistent, that's okay. Pick up and start again. It is okay. We can do this. Because you know you still love it. Discouragement happens, or hard times in life happens, but we can do it. Alrighty, we're going to listen to Victor Antonio and the 3 W's.
Hey folks, Victor Antonio here. If you've never seen me before, well, this will be your first time. If you have seen me before, how you doing? Do your thing, right? So I put together some notes for your meeting, and these are some notes I put together on how to create a sales or lead generation process. Alec then asked me to create a small video, 5 to 10 minutes, to kind of go over what I've included in the notes, and that's what this video is all about. So I got 5 or 10 minutes, so I have to go quickly, but all the information is in the notes. You should have the notes. All right. Again, the title of this video should be titled Lead Generation. And I want you to get the right mindset. When we're looking for leads, we're typically, I'm talking offline, not online, I'm talking offline. That's what I'm focused on. Typically, we can go to a house event, right? Somebody's party, we can meet people there. Social event could be a social gathering, could be, I don't know, a little craft fair down at Main Street, right? And then a networking event could be a more formal networking event where for business owners and entrepreneurs and so forth, right? These are called pools, places that I can go fishing for new customers to drive your business, right? Now, when I go to any of these events, what I want you to start thinking about, what is the objective? When I go to any of these events, what do I want? When I talk to somebody, right, go up to somebody, just, hey, how you doing? We'll talk about how you want to introduce yourself. But what's the objective? Well, the objective is simply to get them to go to an opportunity meeting. That's what I want you to have in your head, okay? That's what this video module is about. How do you get them to go to an opportunity meeting? And also, as I'm having a conversation with this person, I want to understand what are their drivers. Now, what do I mean by drivers? Before I get into those 3 things that we call drivers, so let me explain one more time what this video is about. I want to give you a process, a system, because sometimes we get frustrated we can't sell because we just don't have a process, a system. We're always guessing at selling. I don't want you to guess at selling. I want you to create your own process. And again, you don't have to use my process, but maybe some of the ideas I give you can be incorporated into your process. Okay, there's no right process. Every process is different. Now, within this process, what I want to do is walk you through basic steps that I would use if I were selling Plexus with me. So the first thing I want to talk about is basically where do I get the leads, right? Once I know where I get the leads, what's my objective? Okay, the objective is to get them to go to an opportunity meeting. But I also want to understand what are the drivers. What do I mean by drivers? What do I mean by drivers? Break out your notes right now, and you'll see that step 1, I said you have to have a sales approach. And there's 3 approaches to a customer in this case. 1, wellness. Maybe when you're talking to that person, the real drive or the real motivation from them wanting to get involved with Plexus may be a wellness aspect. In other words, they're suffering from some type of illness. It could be diabetes, fibromyalgia, whatever it may be, that you may be able to help them with your products. Or maybe they know somebody who is suffering from these symptoms. So maybe they're interested in the wellness aspect of Plexus. Or they could be into weight, right? Maybe they're just trying to get down some pounds, right? So they're trying to lose weight, and maybe that's what's really driving them. That's their motivation. How do I just get down on weight? So again, we're going to talk about what questions you ask to find out which of these drivers is their prime motivation or prime driver. The third one is, well, maybe as you're talking to this individual at one of these social events, you'll realize that really their motivation is making more money. They want to make more money either with second income or just have a simple income, and maybe just stay at home, maybe they have kids, and again, they just want to generate one income. So step 2. Now that we know what the 3 prime drivers are, again, we're talking weight, wellness, and wealth. Okay? Record those 3. Whatever order is easy for you, do it that way. Wellness, weight, and wealth. Okay? Those are the 3 drivers that people will have for your products. Now, we're at a social event, obviously. We're going to start asking questions. Now, step number 2, I said create a simple product grid. What do I mean by that? I want you to look at the wellness aspect of what Plexus has to offer. It says, what are the top 3 products you would like to promote that you really feel will connect with your market, with people you talk to? Then look at weight. What 2 or 3 products do you think will connect almost immediately with people you talk to? Last but not least, when we look at wealth, how would you explain the wealth opportunity that Plexus has to offer? Because maybe these people are fit. They're healthy, they're fit, so both wellness and weight isn't an issue. So maybe it's about wealth. So what would you talk about? How would you position or talk about Plexus from a wealth perspective? Now, this is important because if you don't know your products, you're going to suffer during your presentation as you're talking to people. So again, you've got to know your products, right? Now, if you know your products, and you also know the opportunities to talk about the wealth opportunity with Plexus, great, you're ready. Okay, mentally you're ready to go to these social events. Now, notice on step 3 I said know your product again, the big emphasis, because what I want you to do is really do some role playing. Here's why I would recommend strongly is to sit down with somebody in your upline or somebody who's been around for a bit and really understands these products, right? Can talk about wellness, can talk about weight, can talk about the wealth opportunity of Plexus. What I want you to do is basically sit down one-on-one and then do role play. And Dave, role playing is so key, so essential. It feels weird at the beginning, it feels uncomfortable actually when you start doing it, kind of stupid, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel good because it's all fake, right? But what happens is you get into a rhythm when you're doing role playing, but you also start figuring out what you don't know. That's why it's always good to role play with somebody who really knows the products or really knows how to position the wealth opportunity when it comes to Plexus. So role playing is important, okay? Now, if you've done this, if you understand what the drivers are, you got 3 drivers, in other words, 3 market segments you're going to go after: wellness, weight, and what? Wealth, right? So now that you know that those are my 3 drivers, I'm looking for those 3 drivers. For each of those 3 drivers, I know the product, what product I would push, or how I present the wealth opportunity. Now, I've done the role play, so now I should feel comfortable with talking about the products for wellness and weight, or talking about the wealth opportunity when it comes to Plexus. Now, you should have a certain level of confidence before you go to any of these social events, okay? You'll feel comfortable. Now, again, this is all preparation. What I'd like you to do right now is ask yourself, what questions would I ask an individual during a conversation to qualify which of the 3 drivers they're more interested in? Which of the 3 are more motivating for that person? In other words, do you think you're more motivated by wellness, weight, or wealth? So what questions would you ask? For example, for wellness, maybe as you're having a conversation, you ask questions about their health. You'll find a gentle way of doing that. Again, that's why role playing is important. You find different ways of asking questions. How about weight? Sometimes, you can just ask for weight might be easier because do you work out? How often do you work out? How's that been working for you? These are questions you can ask to qualify, and then you have to see if they're all about the weight, trying to get down. Because then you might say something like, are you happy with the results that you're getting? Well, that's a great question, isn't it? When somebody's working out a lot, you're asking, are you happy with the results you're getting? If they say no, there's an opportunity to maybe come in on the weight angle. Maybe that's one of their drivers. When you look at, let's say, wealth opportunities, you ask the person, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? Is that a decent paying job? Again, find a gentle way of asking for that, about that. Do you like what you're doing? And what you're basically asking, you're trying to figure out is, are they happy with where they're at? And are they happy with the money they're making? Or maybe you'll take the family angle on the wealth opportunity and say, how many kids do you have, right? They'll tell you they have 2 or 3 kids, and you talk to them about the kids. How old are they? Start getting an idea of the range of age. But then maybe you find a way to segue into the cost of college. Did you know college expenses today, typically for a kid, could range somewhere between $75,000 and $100,000? They're probably saying, no, I didn't know that. I said, you got 3 kids, how do you think you would, what's your financial strategy for being able to pay for that without having to go into debt? Great questions, right? And they say, I don't know. Well, again, maybe wealth is the main driver. Maybe that's what's going to motivate them more to want to get involved with Plexus. Get the idea? All I'm doing is asking questions to see which one is the bigger motivator. All 3 may be in play, or maybe just one. It depends on the person. But is it about wellness? If they're physically fit, they're going to say no. If their weight's down, it's not about weight, but maybe it's a wealth opportunity, right? Get the idea? What questions would you ask? Again, go back to role playing, and again, ask these questions during role playing. I'm telling you, it'll feel awkward at the beginning, but it'll feel comfortable as you move through it, and you'll love it after a while. All right, step 5. You still haven't presented. This is all prep. Before you present it to anybody, I want you to imagine for a moment you're at a networking event, right? You're talking to the individual, right? And let's say that through some questioning process, through the questioning process we just went through, you realize that maybe this is a wealth opportunity. In other words, the person is physically fit, weight's in check, but they're not happy with their job, or they're not making enough money to maybe pay for their kids' education right down the road, as we mentioned. So maybe at this point you really want to start maneuvering, so to speak, really trying to get into where they're going. So let's say that it's about wealth. What I would then do is after you've asked a bunch of questions, eventually they're going to turn it around on you. They're going to say, well, what do you do, Victor? And then you're going to say, here's what I do. I'm involved with this company called Plexus. Now, here's where you have to block objections, because as soon as you say something like network marketing to people, what typically happens, guy's like, I'm nervous. I don't know, I've heard about it. It's like a pyramid scheme, right? Something like that. I don't know about that. So what you want to do is block the objections. Now, I have a video series online on how to block objections. Now, listen carefully. If some person raises an objection, is that a pyramid scheme? Because they raise that objection, they're less likely to change their mind about that, okay? And so you'll try to overcome it, and most of the time you're going to fail. So what you want to do is block the objection. How do you block an objection? You raise the objection before they do. Because if you raise it, you control it. Again, I got a video series on YouTube called Blocking Objection. I strongly suggest you go through that series. It's a very quick video series. So what you want to do is, what would be the 3 objections that each category would have? For example, step number 5. When I look at wellness, what would be 3 objections people would have for not wanting to get involved with this product, right? Or not wanting to use the product. When I look at weight, what would be 3 reasons people wouldn't want to use our weight product? You know, I've tried that before, you know, it's never worked for me in the past. Why is this any different? These are objections, right? Or on wealth, you know, maybe somebody, again, tried network marketing, they'll say something, I tried before, it didn't work for me. Is that a pyramid scheme? Or, you know, I'm not good at selling, right? These are things people can say, objections they'll have for not wanting to get involved. So what I would do is during my conversation, now that they've asked me, what do you do? Well, I'll say, you know, I work with Plexus, you know, picking this up. I work with Plexus, and, you know, here's what I do, and here's how I got involved. And then during that conversation, I would say something like this. Let's say I realize that they're more about the wealth opportunity. They really want to make extra money because they're physically fit, they're good to go, no weight problems. So I'm thinking wealth is a good angle. So what I would then say during my conversation, I said, here's what I'm doing with Plexus. It's a network marketing company. And then I would raise the objection. Now, when people hear the word network marketing company, this is coming out of my mouth now, they think immediately pyramid scheme, but they totally misunderstand what it's all about. And then I would explain it. And then as I'm talking a little more, explaining it, I would bring up the selling. Yeah, and again, when I got involved, I thought to myself, you had to be a great salesperson in order to sell. So what I realized is you don't really have to be a great salesperson because it's not about selling, it's really about sharing. Okay, you want to see how I raised the objection and just kind of dismissed it at the same time. Now, many people have tried this in the past, and you know, one of the things I often hear is that they failed at it, and maybe that's because they didn't have the right support structure. You know, what I found working with them with Plexus is this: that there is support structure, and they walk you through the process, right? You see what I'm doing? I'm raising objections and then dismissing them casually during a conversation. Now, once I've done that, once I know how to do that, once I know how to block objections, you know, again, we know what the outcome is, right? That's step number 6. Now, there's several outcomes you can go for. One is that you want to sell them on the spot, right? Get them to sign up on the spot. The other one is to set up a one-on-one meeting, which is what this video is about, or rather, one-on-one meeting, which will be at lunch, my mistake. And then the third one now is what we're talking about, to attend a opportunity meeting. So, okay, let me repeat, to be clear. Maybe you want to sell them on the spot. Tough sometimes, right? Or you want to set up a one-on-one meeting, maybe take them out for lunch, and then really have a one-on-one chat with them. Or the third is you want to attend an opportunity, want them to attend an opportunity meeting. Get the idea? So understand what you're trying to accomplish. Again, you've got to know this before you go in to any social event, okay? Don't just go in there, you know, ad hoc, guessing, okay? If you have a plan, you're going to be less frustrated with your outcome because you know what you're doing. It's all about refining the process. So listen carefully. Once you have this little system of yours in place, again, you'll adapt it to your style because you don't have to use my words or phrasings. So what you do is you adapt this phrasing, this system rather, and what's going to happen is you're going to feel comfortable after a while. And again, just like the stick shift example, it's going to become very easy. Now, step 7 is putting it all together, right? So I created a whole scenario that you can walk through here. I'm not going to do it because I'm running out of time probably. I had to keep this short. But I put together one scenario for you. Read through that scenario and start getting an idea how this would actually flow. But the key message of this whole presentation, this whole video is you have to know how to qualify a client. In other words, a prospect. In other words, are they interested in weight, wellness, or wealth? Which one? How do I do that? By asking the right questions. Again, ask the right questions. I can identify who I'm talking to, what's their prime motivator or driver. But I also have to know my products. I really have to know what top 3 products would I sell if it's about wellness, if that's their driver. It's about weight, what 3 products would I want to promote? If it's that, if it's a wealth opportunity, how would I begin to position that? Get the idea? Now you're going to practice this presentation through role playing. I've talked about that already. I have one-on-one role playing. You're also going to learn how to block objections objections, how to raise the objections and block them to reduce the prospect's resistance. And again, at the end of the day, it's really about getting them to attend an opportunity meeting. Now, I apologize for going through this video very quickly, but I have limited time. I'll post this video after your meeting online, and I'll also post a link to the notes in case you don't have them. Thank you again. This is Vic D'Antonio reminding you, selling ain't hard when you know how. Take care.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. We love Victor Antonio. He's awesome. And I wanted to talk a little bit about social media. That is definitely a huge part, a huge thing these days in multi-level marketing. There are so many free sites that you can use. Of course, Facebook probably being the biggest. Twitter, Pinterest is one that people are starting to use even for social media, even for network marketing. LinkedIn, Instagram. So it's important to at least be on some of these sites, and you can use them for your business, and of course for your personal life too. Make sure that you're careful to share more. Make it about your life and to not be just salesy. I've definitely had an evolution of how I share Plexus since I started at the beginning, which is always scary. Your first post is scary. So just let me tell you, just whatever your first post is, just get it out there. Just do it, even if it's just, just copying one of the little graphics from someone else. I mean, just once you do that, it gets easier. From there, I promise. That was the hardest one I've ever had, was that first one, and most people say that. But there are a lot of cute graphics. Our team and the company as a whole are great ambassadors about making cute graphics and things like that. But often if we put too many of those on our page, it can look very salesy, especially like I know I have some friends who have several ambassadors as friends, and so they're seeing the same graphic all over the place. So I've tried to be really careful about that lately, and I try to make it more about the personal story, whether it's someone else's story or my story, and just sharing, hey, I had more energy today, hashtag, thankful for Plexus energy or something like that. And so just try to be careful how you share, and putting in those other graphics is fine some of the time, but you don't want that to be all that you're posting. Try to kind of mix it up. Make sure that you're putting personal stuff about your family. I mean, your friends are your friends on Facebook because of you, and they want to know about your kids and see photos of the things that are going on in your life and your church and your whatever, and they don't want to just see about Plexus. So make sure that you're a three-dimensional person to them, and that you're not just about Plexus, because they will quickly unfollow you or block you, and you don't want that to happen. So I figure it's not worth it's not worth losing friends over. Once in a while you will find that to happen, and that's just part of it. Some people don't ever want to see anything sales related. Yeah, and sometimes my friend Miss Hughes saying bless and release. Sometimes you just have to let people go. But if somebody unfriends you because you posted a couple of posts about Plexus, then well, I'd say they're lost. So, but most people are not going to be like that. I've had people that have never commented on one of my posts message me and say they love to see my posts. I literally had a couple friends do that, and that was so encouraging. They said, I love it. I love seeing your journey, and I really enjoy all the positive posts. So ensure that your posts are targeted to your market, and we're going to move on. We're going to create a little buzz when you're doing something like when we're at convention or when we're at leaders retreat, or tonight since you're doing a training. We want to create a little bit of a buzz. So I want everybody that's here, and if you're at home listening to the training, I want you to take a selfie. I want you to take a selfie, and I want you to post it.
Sharon doesn't have makeup on.
I don't care if you don't have your makeup on. Who cares? See, it just shows that you can do your business at home without your makeup on. So take a selfie. Here's your hashtag. It's going to be Plexus Bootcamp. Hashtag Plexus Bootcamp. I'm taking one too. So hashtag Plexus Bootcamp underneath it. So your friends are going to want to know. I'm sorry, I'm taking a selfie.
Oh, that's a good job. Got everybody in it.
Get in there, everybody. Get in there. Get in there, back there. Samantha, get over there. Get over there.
Where
Okay.
are you? Wait,
She's
where are
up
you?
here.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry about that, everybody at home. We apologize. So, your friends are going to want to know why are you out on a Sunday evening when you should be getting ready for work? No. Why are you at home watching on the computer? We wish you guys were all here with us, of course. What is it about this company that makes you want to learn more about it? So create a buzz whenever you can on your page. Yeah. Ignore them over here. Make sure that you, kind of like I said before, make sure you rotate branding in branding messages, messages about the business opportunity, personal testimonials, customer testimonials, and product info. Everybody's having too much fun over here, so there you go. Ask your team members to share testimonials on a post. That's one way to do that. You can message. I personally don't like it when people tag me, tag like 60 Plexus people in a post. So I recommend you don't do that. But what I would say is, if you're saying like, if you're wanting your Plexus friends to share on a post, what I would do is go to our team pages and say, hey, can you give me some love on a Plexus love on a post that I just put out there about extra income or whatever. I think that personally that's the best way to do it. It looks a little salesy to me when you tag 50 people, and it's just, then your page gets cluttered with other people's stuff. So continue to, like I said before, continue to post about family and friends, and don't just click share on a post. That's something I think a lot of people do at the beginning. I mean, all else fails and that's all you can do because your phone's not working right or something. I mean, you can do it, but the best thing to do is say Samantha has an awesome post over here. I'm gonna save the picture, save it in my phone, on my iPad or whatever. I'm going to copy the text if it was really good, and I'm going to try to share it later on. Sometimes right then, but later on. One thing that I don't know if y'all have encountered is on iPad. It can be kind of hard to do. So what you can do with that is, if you click on the little dot thing on the bottom. No, if you click on share. Sorry, I just found this out the other day. If you click on share, it'll give you a little thing that says copy link at the bottom, and you're going to copy the link, go out into Safari or whatever, and put it in your in the URL. Click on it, and then it will let you copy and paste it. I hope that's not too confusing. I'll be happy to explain more later, but the iPad can be a little bit difficult at times. But and when you go places to a new wherever, a new club or a new Bible study or whatever, obviously you don't want to be friending people just because of Plexus, but just be friendly. Increase your audience a little bit by adding people on Facebook. I've added people that I probably wouldn't have added before. It's kind of helped me to come. Not that I'm not a shy person, but it's helped me to be willing to say, hey, are you on Facebook? I'd love to friend you, and just friend them right then and there. And post pictures from tonight, events, meetings, conventions, trips. When you get to do something fun with Plexus. Hopefully, all of y'all will eventually be in Maui. We can post some fun pictures. Or from Leaders Retreat. Everybody, by the way, can make it to things like Leaders Retreat. That is possible for everybody. I found out there's some people there this year that had joined in, I think, in like August, and were there, even though the qualifying was done in the middle of September, I think, or something like that. Anyway, it was crazy. I couldn't believe that they were there. So it's a real level playing field. So you'll be able to earn some of that stuff. So post pictures from those. And then once someone asks you for info, take it offline, give them a call, meet with them, whatever. Just make it as personal as you can possibly do. And all right, I am going to hand this over to Jody. So make sure you do the hashtag Plexus Bootcamp. Yeah, they're laughing at me over here.
We're still hooked up on the whole selfie. Sorry, Jackie. This could be our teen challenges tonight. It's okay. We're all having fun. We love it. Alrighty. So addressing challenges. there can be a lot of challenges in your own business, of course. I've noticed in my personal growth that most of my challenges come up from my own self making excuses. We can be our own worst enemy, really. We can, like Jackie was saying, or Michelle was saying, we can get into our mind of, oh, they're not going to want to hear that, or they're not going to care, but really they do, and they need to hear it. So let's not be our own worst enemy. New customer objections and solutions. I know that we've heard a lot of these excuses, all of us have. And one is, I don't have money. Jackie, you want to come up?
No, yeah.
Oh, was it?
You're the
It was Michelle. I'm sorry. I got the wrong, put my wrong card. We're going to do a little role playing tonight, since that's what Victor told us to do, and we may feel a little weird, but that's okay. We're going to do it. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Jody.
Good. It's good to see you. Hey, did you get to look at any of that Plexus information I gave you?
I did have a chance to look at it. It looks like it's pretty good stuff.
It's great. I tell you, I just have so much more energy and just feel much healthier, much more healthy. Do you want to try it, or?
You gave it to me, and I looked at everything, and then I saw the prices, and oh, it's so expensive, Jody. I just can't afford it. I like a good bargain. I love Sonic happy hours, half-price drinks, half-price snacks. I love I can get a Route 44 Diet Coke and then fried mozzarella sticks and onion rings, and it only cost me $4. That is a bargain, Jody. I can't do Plexus.
Michelle. I'd like to say I totally understand.
Yeah.
I do understand, Michelle, because I was in that same thing. I would stop and get my Diet Coke because I was addicted to Diet Coke, and I would stop and get it no matter where I was, or I'd go through Starbucks. Well, that was more than $4 a day going there. So I totally understand, but you know what? On this one pink drink a day, I don't drink Diet Coke, and it's not that I said I'm not doing it. I just don't have the craving for it. I don't have the craving for mozzarella sticks anymore. So really, my money's just going to a healthier product than getting that one-time fix. So, I want to think about it.
But you gave me some good information to think about. I never thought of it that way. When I looked at the cost, I just saw the monthly cost and didn't think about breaking it down. So I appreciate that. I'm going to look at it again.
Great. We'll see you later. Alrighty, so that was just, a fun role playing, but she didn't seem offended, I do totally understand where she's coming from, because I would do that, especially on a bad day. So, there's ways to talk to people who even say that they don't have the money. This is just another weight loss scheme. Oh, we get that all the time. Okay? There's so many wellness products out there, but Plexus has wonderful wellness products, from probiotics to pain relief, and weight loss is just one component of our business. And as we all know, it's really a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a side effect of our health, is the weight loss. So if if they're focused on the weight loss, we might want to change them into more of the health and just talk to them that way, as opposed to saying, oh yeah, I know, I tried everything too. Okay? Excuse number 3, I've already tried everything and nothing works. I love this one, because there's so many testimonies out there from different people on our team, on our big team, all over Plexus worldwide, who have found success. And these are realistic expectations. They're real people. The more meetings we go to, the more people we meet, that have these results. So there's real people, not just some superstar that says it works for them when they're really not taking it. Alrighty, so it is real, and if you need help with finding testimonies, let us know. Let your upline know. Let the team ask on the team page, and we'll get you set up with that. Alrighty? We'll go on to new ambassador objections, and we always hear this too. And Jackie's going to help me out in role-playing this one.
Hi, Jody.
Hey, Jack, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Hey, were you able to go through some of that Plexus information I gave you?
Well, I read a little bit of it, but I'm just not. I like the products, but I am not a salesperson. I mean, I'm really shy.
Okay. We're really playing.
That's right. But I'm not salesy. I just don't know that I could sell it to people.
Oh, I totally understand what you mean. I don't think I'm a salesperson either. I totally get. If we're buying a new van, I hate going to the car dealer. Salespeople everywhere. I hate that. And so, one thing I know about you, Jackie, is that you are a very caring person. You love to help your friends out. I know this about you because you've helped me out millions of times.
Oh.
And I get chills because this is real. She has helped me out a lot of times. And if you like the products, you've been a customer for a while.
True. I really like
you
them.
love the products.
True.
If you could make one of your friends feel as good as you feel, would it be worth it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
That's how I look at it, as opposed to selling.
Okay.
When someone else feels as good as I do, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
That's true. I guess I could just tell people. Yeah. And if they buy it, fine. If not, I'm not out. I mean, I'm out, what, $34.95?
Exactly.
Big dew. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to sign up.
Let's sign up. All right. That was easy. I love it. That'd be why Jackie was one of my first ambassadors. But see, there are ways to answer. I did tell you true things about Jackie, but you already know the person that you're talking to, and let them know why you'd want them on your team. Alrighty. Another excuse is I don't have time. I totally get that. And that's one of the reasons why Plexus works. We work it in our nooks and crannies of our life. Definitely do a lot of work just on my cell phone when I'm sitting at the doctor's office with kiddos or something like that. Even when I'm standing in the grocery store line, working on my phone. So it doesn't have to be a sit down at the desk, 8 hours a day kind of job. When I started it, I definitely did a lot of my training about 10 o'clock at night because that's when I had time. So you can work it in your nooks and crannies of your life. I don't know anybody. I love this one. Or that people say, oh, we have the same friends. Everybody has different friends. Michelle and I were neighbors, and our kids go to the same school. Jackie and I went to church together for years. Anita and I knew a lot of adoption friends, parents the same. So yeah, we did have a lot of mutual friends, but we have a lot of friends other than that. And one thing that helps when you have mutual friends is that other people see that you both are doing it, and they respect both of you, and so that builds up their interest in it and their faith in it. So it really works to work with friends. Oh yeah, exactly. I'm not a salesperson, and we just went over that one with Jackie. So I love that too. I'm not a salesperson either. I just like to share. Business challenges and solutions. Challenge number 1, trouble getting new customers. This one is a tough one sometimes if we think you've posted enough and you're running out of friends who are interested in the product. But like we said earlier, just meeting new people. If you're going to go to a new event, seek out new friends. And not that you're just seeking out new friends for your business, but everybody could use more friends. I love meeting new friends because I learn from people all the time, and I love learning new things from other people, and maybe they'll want to learn something from me. Alrighty? Just spread your net wider. Trouble gaining new ambassadors. Are we sharing the opportunity, y'all? I've had a hard time sharing the opportunity sometimes because I feel like people think I'm just in it for the money. And so that was a hard one for me to jump and share with people. I'll be honest with you. But right now, our Plexus business is paying for the adoption of our 2 kids in China. So without that, we would be having about 10 garage sales over the last year. We would be begging for money from people. So I'd much rather work this course that maybe people would buy a T-shirt. They're getting a lot more out of their money by buying Plexus too. So. Trouble getting your team to post and work their business. This is a hard one sometimes, and I think we have to remember that we definitely have to be an example. So if you're not doing it, they're not going to do it, plain and simple. Let's give them ideas of what they can do. Are you friends with people on your team so that they're looking at your page? I get happy when people take one of my posts. I'm like, oh, that must have been good. Okay, good, they liked it. If they share, I'm happy. So feel free to share different people's posts, like Jackie had said. Be sure to, have a working team page that you're putting some. Everybody on the team can look at the team page at different times during the day, okay? But try to put something at least once a day up there to encourage your team, or informational, business-wise, or challenging, something, just to keep them wanting to go there. Because if you're stale on your team page, they're not going to go looking, okay? So keep that going too. Trouble with customers not having expected results with products. This is a good one, and I like it sometimes when people don't see immediate results, because then I have to think more and I have to ask them more questions, and they share more. Remember to have your customers not only weigh before they start, but to measure and take a selfie before, or some kind of picture before, because a lot of the times we don't see the scale move, but we do see inches, and we do see face, less pudgy, and things like that. I know somebody who lost 30 inches before she lost 1 pound. So, and she was getting discouraged. Her scale hadn't moved. Okay, but 30 inches, that's huge. But if she didn't know that that was what she was supposed to expect from her upline, then she may have quit. Okay, so keep asking questions. If they're not getting the results they want, find out what results they are getting and emphasize on that too. Alrighty? Oops. Oh no. Did I go too? I don't know how to do this. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, there you go. Yay, Michelle.
I can do arrows. That's not a problem. All right, compensation. We've talked about the products, and now onto the compensation. And I love this graphic. It says, so you want to work in your pajamas, flexible hours, potentially make unlimited income, go to Maui every year paid, and get a company Lexus? Sure, we can do that. Those are things that everyone who's an ambassador on the team can achieve, and I love that. Now let's talk money. So we just talked about what you get with Plexus. With Plexus, you don't have to go through an interview like this. Anybody can sign up to be an ambassador who has a passion for their products and who wants to share. So you don't have to go through this. Plexus pays. There are 11 ways that you can get paid with Plexus. The first way of making money is through commissions. Anything over $100 makes you commission qualified. So $100 to $4.99 is your personal volume, and a lot of times you'll hear this called your PV. You get 15% commission. Anything over $500, it's 25% commission. And I've got friends who have worked on commission in various industries, and 25% commission is a very good deal. That is not something that is the norm. So I think we're very fortunate and blessed that Plexus does that in our comp plan. And then also you get bonuses for preferred customers per month per product. And these, you think, gosh, you know, when you see you get $4 for this and $15 for that. But when you start getting a few preferred customers, that preferred bonus adds up very quickly and can be a very large part of your commissions each month. There are more ways we get paid. You can build a team, growing your team. We can earn money from welcome packs, and welcome packs are, I think, one of the great perks we get is signing up as an ambassador. It's the only time we get products at such a deep discounted rate, and I encourage the members that sign up on my team to order the welcome pack, take advantage of that. They've got 60 days to do it. And also, it gives them product in their hand, and they take it. So we always want to be a product of the product. If an ambassador just signs up for the $34.95 and does not have any product, it's harder for them to share what Plexus does or understand how it works if they're not actually using the product themselves. And also with that, in the welcome packs, those are the bonuses that are paid on Fridays. They're called business building bonuses, and those are paid on Fridays. Also, another way to make money is 5%. You get 5% off of all your level 1 ambassadors. Once they hit $100, you get 5% of their sales. And Plexus doesn't cap this. So if you have 50 level 1 ambassadors and they've all gone over $100, you've got 50 people that you're making 5% commission on, which is pretty amazing. Also, you earn pay points as ambassadors that join your team at any level. 1 through 7 levels deep. This is also called profit sharing, profit sharing with Plexus. And you can start earning this as soon as you hit silver ambassador. So that's very exciting. We'll go into that in just a little bit more detail in a minute. And then we have Plexus pay points. They're worth $1 amount each month. Typically, they've been $3 to $4. Plexus has guaranteed the ambassadors that they will never go under $1.80 a month. But since I've been with Plexus over a year, I have not seen them dip down to that level at all. So that's exciting. And then also the rank bonuses that you earn. The first goal that we have is you get to silver. Silver is 3 sponsored ambassadors who are active. You get a $100 bonus. Then your next goal is gold, which is $250. And this is amazing because you can start earning money right away with Plexus. So you don't have to get 15 people on your team and then you start earning money. From the day you sign up with Plexus, all these ways you get paid are a way for you to generate income, which is awesome. And then once you hit senior gold, then you start getting into the jewels. First is ruby, and then senior ruby, and then you go up into the emerald, sapphire, and diamond. Once you hit emerald, you're also eligible for the Plexus Lexus program. You're eligible for a trip for 2, all paid to Hawaii, which is, I heard, and if you see the pictures you get, you also get a percentage of the earnings pool. And once you hit diamond, which is the highest level, you can actually re-enter and build another leg of your team, which is awesome. One of our diamond leaders, she is a an emerald sapphire, so she's already an emerald, and then a diamond emerald, and she's a diamond, and she already has an emerald on her second leg. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. The emerald pool, what that means is, aside from all the other bonuses you get from your preferred customer bonuses, your commissions, you're also entitled to per month is Plexus takes a part of their profits and they divide it among all and they get 5% of that pool. And so not only do they get those other bonuses, they get another 5% bonus. Then once they advance to sapphire, they get involved in another 1%. And then they also get the 5%, I'm sorry, 3%, I said 5%, I meant 3% emerald, and then they get 1% sapphire, so they get 4% at that point. Once they hit diamond, they have enough points to go diamond, they get another 1% bonus, plus the sapphire 1%, plus the emerald 3%, so they get 5% more total bonus each month. And when you figure that that bonus is based off of 50% of the gross profit that Plexus is making when they have $2 million just one days, that's a lot of money someone can earn, their earning potential. And some people, you heard them refer to those extra bonuses that they get when you hit the emerald, sapphire, and diamond. That's like gangster money. That is just crazy. That is crazy money. It's just, you know, something that is, it truly is a blessing. And so that is what's interesting, or I like about Plexus, because when I started, I didn't understand the only exposure I had was people talking about it, and they're always like, boy, the person above me makes so much more, I'll never get to that level. Plexus is not like that. Everybody is an equal. You build your team. The person above you, they may have some benefit from your growth, but they can't hold you back, and you can go above them, and you know, the sky's the limit. So these are exciting benefits for compensation, I think. Now this is a chart that you've probably seen. It's in the back office. It's also on our Truly Blessed team page as well. And this is very, there's a lot of detail on this. I didn't go into all of it. But just so you know, you don't have to understand everything completely. It's very confusing when you first start to understand what are pay points, how do I get them, what bonus do I get. If you just can understand anything above $100, you're going to get commission on. If someone joins your team and orders a welcome pack, you're going to get paid. Those are kind of the basics you need to understand to get started. As you get going, it'll make more sense. This is available to you. I encourage you to get with your upline. If you have a potential ambassador and you're not sure about how all of the compensation works, partner with them and they will help you work through it, and so you don't feel like you're out there alone. I will say we have ambassadors who've been out there like, wow, I got a check, this is great, what did I do? So it's an education process because they want more. They see that check and realize, wow, you know, I could really do something with someone who just starts to be an ambassador for the discount. Maybe we'll get sign up and they realize once they're making a little bit of extra money on that, that's very, very helpful. So if you're sharing Plexus consistently and sharing it consistently, and I guess posting on Facebook, sharing wherever you go, there's not a way you can't make money with Plexus. If you're just sitting there and you signed up as an ambassador and you're doing nothing, then you're not going to make any money. So it's not a lottery ticket that you can sign up to be an ambassador and do nothing, but you get out of it what you put into it. So again, this information's on our web page, on our team page that you can look at, but it's pretty awesome. And then this next slide that we have, this is for us just to use. It's not to be distributed. And this goes to show you, and these are just estimates. These are not a guaranteed amount that you're going to earn every month. This is just kind of an average of the potential earnings for the different levels. I mean, what family do you know really that an extra $200, $300, $400 couldn't help in extra money every month? I know for our family that's a big deal. And so if you reach silver, you know, you can make anywhere an average of $200 to $1,500 a month. Gold to senior gold is anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. Ruby to senior ruby is $2,500 to $9,000. I mean, just think about that. $2,500 to $9,000 extra a month. I mean, that is a lot of money. And you know, not only just that, but also when you're making more money, that means you're also helping more people, which I think is the real exciting part. You're getting people healthy that you care about. You're, you know, maybe helping them with symptoms from issues that they have going on. When you hit emerald, $10,000 plus, sapphire, $15,000, and diamond, $30,000. And this is a month. This isn't a year. Some people look at this like, oh my gosh, is that, because there are some multi-level marketing companies, when you look at this, in a year they consider this good income. I mean, they do. And so, but this is a month. And how you achieve these they're based on your PV, which is your personal volume, the override commissions, which are the commissions that you're paid 5% on for your level ones, preferred bonuses, and your Plexus pay points, and your rank bonuses. So there is a lot of opportunity here for everyone, and the sky's the limit, really. And then this is just going over Plexus perks again. Once you reach Emerald, you qualify for the Lexus and also the trip to Maui. Other incentives that they have, not at jeweled levels, the Plexus convention, you've seen information come out from corporate about that. Depending on what preferred customers and ambassadors, you have an opportunity to earn rewards towards going to convention. There's the leader retreat that happens in the fall. Also seasonal contests. Mini iPads were this fall, and Samantha here, she got one. That's very exciting. So, and the neat thing about this is that when you're at the convention or on the opportunity calls, you will hear ambassadors that have signed up in January, and they're able to get to Leaders Retreat, and they're able to go to Maui in just 7 or 8 months. So it's something that's attainable, and it's depending on the time that you're able to put into it. But I guess to me, what I take away from this particular slide is that there are many ways besides just the cash factor, just the money factor that Plexus rewards you, which I think is pretty remarkable, actually.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle. When we were planning for this meeting the other day, we were kind of laughing because the three of us both really didn't know what we were doing when we started, and Jody had jumped in right before Michelle and I, and we were all at a meeting with our upline Rebecca, and she explained the compensation plan, and we all walked away going, "Okay, we're gonna do this. We are gonna definitely do this." So this is an awesome compensation plan. So just some keys to success. Knowledge is power. I'm so proud of the people that are here tonight. Good job, you guys, for taking the time to be here. Our team is, our whole big team is great with doing trainings and calls and all that kind of stuff, and the company is too. And so I always have liked the saying, those who show up, go up, and I think that is very true. Just take advantage of those things to learn more and to motivate your team. You can work your business part-time, but not just some of the time. That's one thing that one of our upline, Celeste, says, and I think that is so true. You choose what you put into your business, but if you stop posting or stop doing anything with it for months at a time, your people are going to kind of lose a little bit of faith in you. So, again, if that's something you've done, just jump back in and be consistent, this time around. Educate your clients, set expectations for what they are going to see. Let them know they're not going to, lose, 5 pounds the first day they're on the products or something like that. Just, tell them what to expect. Be there to coach them, and with your new ambassadors too. Be a product of the products. You can't really tell people to. As you're starting, I do recommend that you start sharing as you're starting to take the products. If you're an ambassador, but continue to be a product of the products and be able to tell people what it's doing for you and in your life. And again, to get to events, training meetings, opportunity meetings. It's even fun to purposely go to one that's out of town. We went to one in Oklahoma, some of us a few months ago, and that was really fun. We didn't have to go to one that was in Oklahoma. We could have waited because we have a lot of them around here, but it was fun just to go to something and make a day out of it. So that's a fun thing to do with your team. Too, and some of us are planning one in Austin pretty soon, so that'll be fun. I hope some of you that are listening are going to be there with us and bring some friends. And to maximize your income potential, really, I'd say probably the biggest thing you can do there is to build your team. That is going to really help you with your income. It's fun too. It's a lot of fun building a team. And as you have happy customers that want to become ambassadors, keep getting new customers, keep sharing with people. And one of the ladies that spoke at convention was talking about how she would always have 3 customers that she would try. She just kind of tried to focus small and focus on 3 customers who she would turn into 3 ambassadors, and then get 3 new customers, and just kind of keep doing that. And I thought that was a kind of a neat way to look at it in a simple way. And treat your new ambassadors like customers. Follow up with them, help them, be available to them, help them to know what to expect with their business. And make what you're doing duplicatable. If you're doing things that people that sign up with you cannot possibly do, then it's going to be hard for them to think that they can duplicate that. Don't answer every single question that they have. Show them where to get the answer. Just try to do things in a way that somebody underneath you can do. I try to be careful. I used to sometimes pay people back when they sign up for the website or whatever, and you can do that if you want to, but I'm starting to really be careful about that kind of stuff, because somebody that signs up with me might not be able to do that financially. They might not be able to pay people back the $34.95. So I need to make sure that I'm doing things in a way that somebody else can duplicate. A single mom that signs on with me may not be able to do that or something. So just be careful that what you're doing can be duplicated by somebody else. When if you have a show somewhere, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on, banners and stuff like that, because that's something someone else isn't going to probably be able to do. It's okay to keep it simple. I love hearing that some of our diamond uplines have just keep it very simple when they do an event. I love that. And utilize the power of 3. If you haven't heard of what that is basically if you sign up 3 people, which is what makes you go silver, if you have 3 qualified ambassadors, then you help them to focus on each getting 3 ambassadors and becoming silver. And it's if you see a graph of that, it very rapidly becomes a very large team. So just really utilize that to build your team. And so your back office can be helpful. And so make sure that you kind of play around in your back office and figure out what's back there. Probably the thing I use the most personally, and I think a lot of people, are the reports, your financial reports, your customer and ambassador reports. I encourage your new ambassadors to turn their auto qualification on. If they don't have that turned on, they are not commission qualified. If they need help understanding what that means, talk with them, help them to understand that. If they're not qualified, commission qualified, if they have their auto qualification turned off, somebody goes in and signs up under them as an ambassador, which happens. People don't always tell you they're going to do it. Well, then the bonus rolls up to the next person up. So they want to have that on. They want to be able to make commission. So once in a while, you have somebody that has $500 that they've sold, and they don't have their auto qual turned on. Well, they cannot make commission on that. So it help them to. It's helpful to purchase a welcome pack. It's a great deal, and that bonus goes up a few levels too. So that's a good thing. And there's resources in the back office. There's places where you can get questions answered back there. There's videos. So just if you haven't looked back there, just look back in there and try to see what's back there, and just stay connected. Stay connected with the people on your team, with your team pages. Try to check on there daily. There's a lot of good information that is out there. I know Jody, our upline, is really, really good about posting things regularly and giving us resources and help. And I'm going to pass that off to Jody. Thanks.
Alrighty, so we talked at the beginning about our goals, and we're going to talk about our goals again. Just because goal setting is so important to keep us on track. The little image here that says, the trouble with not having a goal is that you can spend your life running up and down the field and never score. And my email is soccer mom, so that stinks. A game like that is just no fun. We have a lot of soccer games, and that's just that's no fun when there's no goals scored. So keep your goals handy. Put them on your phone, put them in front of you, put them in front of the refrigerator, wherever. Often I put them in my car just because You know, okay, in there it's actually quiet a little bit, and I can think, what did I do today to get my goals? Oh no, it's 5 o'clock at night and I haven't reached my daily goals. I need to use this next few hours and get it done. Visualize your goal, okay? Short-term, long-term goals. What's your goal for this week? What do you want to do? How many people do you want to contact? Break it down. Your long-term goal. Think about that and write it down. Create yourself a dream board. Okay, these on this slide are Jackie, Michelle, and my dream boards. I was trying to think. I know mine, I only have emerald, which of course my long-term goal is to become diamond. But being senior ruby, I'm looking at my next step. I'm not going to look too far in advance because I can't get to diamond unless I get emerald. So why even go there? Because I don't have a plan for that yet. I have a plan to get to emerald, and that's what I want to reach. I have a plan to bring home our 2 kids in China. That's part of my dream board. I have a plan to be a good mom to my kids that are here at home. I have a plan to get that van purchased. And so, you know, make your dream board of things that are attainable. Think of it as, when I'm gold, I want such and such. Okay? When I'm gold, I will do this. I know some people went gold and they took their kids to Great Wolf Lodge. That's totally cool, and that's totally attainable. And it also, for me and my family, we went to just a water park in town last summer. And before we got there, I told the kids, well, this is a thank you from me for you guys letting me work Plexus, go to meetings, or do whatever. And they were just, after the day, they're like, Mom, you go ahead and work Plexus. We want to come back here. So not only did it make it attainable to me that was my goal, to get my kids to the water park this summer, but they understood what I was working for too, and that I wanted them to be part of it. So you can make your goals a part of your family. Alrighty? So just keep those. And if you need help setting goals, go to your upline, ask on our team page. We'll all help. Alrighty? To finish up, in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. And that's just so true. Coming here tonight to Jackie's house, Jackie opened this place, her house up to us. It's so nice, but all of us came in very, very nervous and thought, wow, this is so out of our comfort zone. We've done meetings, but we've never done live meetings, and we've never done recorded meetings on YouTube, and this is just totally not what this little stay-at-home mama does. But you know what? As we're finishing up, I have no regrets. Had I called in sick, I would have regretted it, okay? So we don't want to live with regrets. Take a chance. Take a chance with Plexus. I promise it'll be worth it. Do what our upline tells us to do, and they've been successful with it. Why reinvent the wheel? I just follow what they do. As you're taking a chance, as you're getting your on our team page, we have a DMO, a daily method of operation chart, and I just love this chart. It is a weekly chart that you're going to try and get 70 points, and each category has post on Facebook, talk to somebody, talk to a stranger, hand out samples, something worth different points. Hold a team meeting is worth different points. So go ahead and look at that and fill that in every week. And in fact, on my levels 1 through 3, we're having a contest starting tomorrow on that. So we'll get that done. And then as we finish up here, Jackie, can you get that little pink and white bag? We have 3 door prizes. You want to pick one? Of all those, are the people who are out, who are online. Let's see, I have 4082049 on the.
Is it
Where's
number?
Well, yes.
Oh, 49.
Is it? Courtney Nickerson won! Woo! All righty, Courtney.
Awesome.
We will get that to you. We have two more. Samantha, you want to choose one?
039.
039. That's over there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's hard to.
Sorry.
Yes, Stacia.
Stacia.
Stacia. I'm sorry. I need some water. Good job. Okay, we got to get somebody here.
They'll stay home next time.
Yeah, really.
Okay, 048.
Oh.
Richard, yeah! Right. We got one here. All right. To finish up, first we want to thank Samantha for putting this all up together for us.
Yes,
Because
thank you.
we don't know how to do this. So Samantha got the live stream and everything for us, so we just want to say thank you so much.
A little gift. Get over here
Really
on
appreciate
camera.
it.
We have a little gift for
This is Samantha.
She's a tech person.
Wasn't planning on
Thank
being on
you.
camera or to dress cuter.
She's awesome. Thank you for everything. So
So, if you guys, I don't think we saw any questions
No,
on
there weren't any
Facebook or anything. So, if y'all have questions,
you lost
feel
your
free to
chance.
put
Sorry.
it on our.
You lost your chance. No more. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Go ahead and put it on our page. We'll get to it the next, tomorrow or something. Or, I don't know if we'll get to it tonight, but. So, I think that's it. And we will see you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.